I'm back in New Jersey, and I am bringing you I think this is number 5 of the Starting Your Business series, and I think this might be the last one. This is technically the last one as far as things that you need to do to build your business and make your business legitimate. We went through once you've come up with a business name, which I didn't really talk about, but I do want to make sure I plug that. I feel that it's really important when you're choosing your business name that I feel like everyone should have their business name as their name. And the reason why I think that is because you are the only version of you, and nobody can compete with that. And there might be more than one like blue sky photography or whatever, just like these generic random names. Now, some people have those names and that's fine. Sometimes they have a really special meaning to them, and it's really going to be totally up to you and what you feel like you want to present in your branding. But I feel really strongly that your name should be, your company name should be your name. I know I maybe tweaked that a little bit because I went with Amy Ray instead of Amy Campbell, because I thought Amy Campbell was too generic in some ways, and Amy Ray just fit, but it still is me and nobody else can be that. So when you're thinking about coming up with your business name, and then you're going to be doing your DBA and making your assumed name, just kind of think about maybe how you want your branding, how you want people to feel, or how you want people to think when they first hear your name or think about, and you do the best, whatever would be the best representation of you. Anyways, okay, so we've talked about doing your DBA or assumed name. We've talked about getting a bank account. Now that you have that, now your name is registered, you can open up a bank account, and then keeping kind of your personal and your business accounting situation separate. And then we also talked about getting a sales tax ID number for the state, and a federal tax ID number, and then also getting insurance for your business. So finally, going along with that series, I wanted to finish off with just talking to you about getting like an accountant or a bookkeeper. So at the end of the year, at the time tax season comes along, you do have to have your taxes done for your business. And how are you gonna? What are you gonna have to do for your taxes? What do you have? What kind of record keeping do you do? And who's gonna be doing your taxes? If you do them through like TurboTax or online somehow, you need to think about those things. And for me, what it all came down to is I have no idea what I'm doing with taxes, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it right and getting the best return possible. So I'm gonna let a professional do that, because I feel like if someone's coming to me for their wedding, that they're wanting a professional for their wedding. That's why they come to me. They could have so-and-so family member do it if they wanted to as a gift, but I feel like that the clients that hire me because they trust me and I'm a professional, I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to go trust a professional on my taxes as well. And the nice thing about this is usually the accountant that I've been going to in the past, now that I've moved, I'll find a new one. They can do my family taxes and my business all at once, and I just pay once for everything and everything's done. So we don't have to worry about doing our separate family personal taxes. The accountant can do both, and it's really slick and really easy. So there's an accountant and a bookkeeper, so those are two different things. An accountant's going to be the person that's going to be doing your taxes. And they're also always available for consulting and things like that. A bookkeeper is someone that's going to keep all of your records, someone that you might hire monthly to go through your sales receipts and invoices and things like that, and do all the recording, keep all the records consistent. And then once that is all done come January, come the end of the year and tax season, those things that the bookkeeper has recorded can go to the accountant, or it might be the same person. Usually accountants offer bookkeeping for a fee. Then all that stuff's recorded, ready to go for the accountant, then they can do your taxes at that time. I don't have a bookkeeper because I have an Excel spreadsheet that I use that has grown over the years and gotten better and better, that I is just fine with my accountant. They understand it. It gives them the information they need. So I just stick with my Excel spreadsheet. I try to at least quarterly update all the information and get up to date with where kind of my business financially is at for the quarter for that year. But if I get a chance monthly, I'll try to update that as well. You can also use like Quicken, any of those kind of bookkeeping software programs, but I don't have the time to learn that stuff. The Excel spreadsheet works fine. It's in my own language that I understand, so it works. Also a plug, I have loaded the Excel spreadsheet as a instant download on my website. So if it's something that you think you might be interested in using for your business, it's just something that has grown again, that I've built up on learning over the years on how I want to keep track of things. So it's not perfect by any means, but it's a really good starting point, and it has a few years of work into it. So definitely check out that Excel spreadsheet if you're looking for something to keep track of your bookkeeping. So the things you want to keep track of are going to be income. So that's sometimes different types of income with maybe if you're assisting someone, it's good to keep track of who you've been assisting for and how much money you've brought in from that person, because at the end of the year, you're going to have to expect a 1099 from somebody if they paid you $600 or more. I also keep track of if it's wedding income or portrait income or print order income. Just kind of keep track of those different areas that I'm making money in. That way, at the end of the year, I can see maybe where I've been most profitable, what areas maybe need work on. Also, my expenses, I have a bunch of tabs in my spreadsheet for different categories of expenses, from software to printing and shipping and equipment or colleague or client meetings, travel. So I keep track of all my expenses in different categories, and then also keeping track of mileage, recording that, and then taxes. So any sales tax that I have collected or have to pay, watching that as well. Another thing with the spreadsheets or with Quicken or doing having a bookkeeper is that you can watch your cash flow, so you can see maybe where your projected income is throughout the months coming up, so you can kind of see that you already have maybe expenses coming up, or that you've spent so much, so you can see year to date how much, if you're at a profit or a loss. So you also, if you ever got audited, the IRS usually asks for a profit and loss statement per month. So I'd be able to just pull up my Excel spreadsheet, and I have columns for each month saying how much I made that month, how much I spent that month, and then if it was a profit or a loss that month. So that's really easy to pull up and look. So I hope that helps you think about some ways to make your life easier when it comes to doing your bookkeeping and your taxes at the end of the year and getting an accountant. I would highly suggest at least the accountant part, because that'll make your life 10 times easier, if not a million times easier, and save headaches and hopefully get you a better return than maybe what you would have been able to find on your own or get on your own. If you have any questions about that, let me know. And this is the end of the Starting Your Business series, Becoming Legit. I hope that you enjoyed it, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.